Alright, you guys have been here before. They needed to get something for China. It's made in millimeters. Anyway, the OD of this is a little over 2 1/8. So we don't have anything to fit it. But that's a PVC fitting I just resized, and as you can see, I think you can see that, yeah. That's on there pretty good. Oh, I'm happy with that. So here's how you make them consistently. I'm gonna set this over here. Got 2 little stations set up. One is my heating station. Now you can heat this up in a pot if you want. I just took a piece of 3-inch pipe, welded a bottom on it so it doesn't leak. You got a little gas burner here. It should be running around 275, 300. There's about 300. Let's see, run it again. These aren't that accurate yet. 296, 295, 305. So it's around 300 degrees. Oh, I did 2 6s. Now I got to do 2 12s for a little 4-inch blower, which I'll show you in a minute. 2 2-inch. So stick it down in there, and I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, something like that. But you can hear PVC pipe. Alright? You gotta heat it up where you don't hear that anymore. It's more like a softball than a baseball, you know what I mean? Then I'm gonna take you over here and slip it on. Another thing is, when you're kind of just turning it around, the reason I built this right here is because I don't have a pot that big with that much oil in it. I'm just heating up the very end of the pipe, about that much of it, because you don't want the whole thing. That was the problem with the torches and all. Alright, it's beginning to, I can feel it just smoothly sliding on the bottom. So it's getting there. See how it's beginning to stick on the cup a little bit. It's not melting, but alright, pull it out. It's not quite ready yet. Yeah, it is. Hear that? Versus, alright, that means it's ready. Now all I gotta do is turn you guys around. Let's see what's going on over here. Still up, can you see this? Look in the camera. Can you see this over here?
Dead on.
Now, all you have to do is just roll it a little bit till it slips on, then come down straight, get it good and straight, double check it. I'd say that's effortless, wouldn't you? Wing it this way, just a hair. Now, just let it sit there and cool for a few minutes. Then, as soon as it gets cool, the 6-inch set in there just fine. As soon as it gets cool, then pull it off. Now, how's that for easy? You saw it yourself, huh? Now, this is what we're doing. That is a WEN, W-E-N dust collector. Alright, can't read the model number here, but I know you can. 38 something, I think. 4-inch and 4-inch. It's got a bag that comes on there. It's got little wheels, casters that you can put on, or you can mount it directly to your side of the tank, hold it on the wall. Anyway, what I'm doing is coming out of there. There's something kind of unusual too. Coming out of there with this, and we have not done this yet, but we're going to wrap a little bit of tape around that fitting right there, and we're going to slide the schedule 40 on there. It's a pretty decent little fit, but it can use some tape. And this is a schedule 40T, but we used the sewer and drain and put a little bit of tape on there so it fits nice and snug. I have to use 2 hands here. Then we did the same thing with a sewer and drain, 4 to 2. And that's going to give us 18 inches on each side here. Sorry about all this, working with one hand. Don't want to drop everything. Alright. So that's going to leave us roughly 18 inches between that and that. That's our drop pipes. And we have 6-inch pipes here and 12-inch pipes here, the one I just bent, plus that one. What we're going to do is a homemade sandblast cabinet. And I tell you what, man, out of all the videos I've seen out there on YouTube, this son of a bitch works better than anything I've seen so far. Use the black diamond coal dust to find. Anyway, what we're going to do is that wind is going to go right up there, the 4-inch unit, come out with a T. It's going to come down here, go into one, go down there, go into the other, and those 6-inch pipes are going to go straight in the side. We had one going in there the other day, and then what we did was put a vent in here above the window, but we were running with a shop vac, so it wasn't enough volume going through there. Let's see, let me turn the light on in here for a second. Sorry about that. Alright, that's the blast cabinet. I forgot, what is this, 28 inches by 40, I think, something like that. Anyway, that's the one. So you can see a little bit of blast media on the top, so it sucks in from the bottom. We're going to put another one over here. This one actually is going to move over that way a little bit further. And because we kept blowing the back out of the cabinet, you can see what happens to wood. And, anyway, so I just put the sheet of 10 up there. And when it wears out, I throw another sheet of 10 up there. But we're going to be pulling that exhaust through there, that exhaust through there. And then here's what I was trying to show you a while ago. That's the outside right above the window. That's a bare vent. And it comes in through there, and that little sheet metal panel right there throws that, throws the dust or throws wind down, right down the face of that window. It'd be nice to have it over here blowing that away too. But with just a little shop vac, that's what we had. And this, that's a nice setup right there. And that really got where I bought that. I got all the stuff on the computer inside. I just had some quick disconnects like you have on a garden hose on there. On the inside and outside the box. So I can pop that off if I want to go blow on something outside in the yard. And just disconnect there and disconnect there, hook those two together, pull it out in the yard, and I can sandblast and catch whatever in the tarp. But that's the old Harbor Freight. Forgotten what pound that is. Takes about 2 50-pound bags of, I use the fine coal dust. I have coal slag. I have the medium, but it's a little too coarse. And what I was running into was that right there. And that's a lot of flour after the media starts breaking down. And so I put the Cyclone you saw me working on, the black one over there, in there with one drum. And it did incredibly well. I had a little bit of, very, very little bit of dust in the wetback, and most of the dust in the bottom of here. And almost no usable blast media, so I decided to double that and get some more volume moving through there. So this whole deal is going to cost I bought that for less than $100 on Walmart.com. I had this fitting, that one, this one, that one. I bought those two fittings and some other little pieces. I think I got $18 in that. Otherwise, you're probably looking at $5 a piece for that fitting, and $7-8 for that, and a little piece of pipe. So you add that up. But anyway, rather than buying a dust deputy for $200, I'm gonna be into the whole thing for less than $150, because if you order those from China and wait a little while, you can get them for $15-20. I think that's what I paid for this one. Anyway, Starbucks, you want to hold this for a second? No. Just put it back on. Drop it on here. Since I put this life-proof case on here, almost don't fit. I wonder what that is. Some AF. Oh, autofocus. Alright, this one we just did. Give it time to cool off. Give you an idea. I'd say that's a pretty good fit, wouldn't you?
I would.
That fits like a freaking glove. And if you didn't have that little bit of lubrication in there, then it'd be even more difficult. But I got oil in there right now. Anyway, you want to see that one more time? I got one more piece left to do. Where's the stove? There it is. Alright, hit your clock. Let's see. Got temperature on it. I had a smaller little piece of round on there, but I needed to dissipate that heat a little bit more. Alright, we're still around 295, 292. I'd say 290 degrees. So, check your watch. Set it in there. Take a little slurp of coffee or whatever you like to drink. Yeah. Oh, good old Louisiana. Cafe de Monte, coffee and chicory with French vanilla. Good stuff. All right. Soften up just a little bit. Getting there. Starting to get a little tight, a little sticky. Almost there. Tell you what you want to have on camera.
Sure.
Just swing it around here in just a second. There we are. Right there. And that's it. We'll just give it a little bit of time to cool down. And it'll work just fine. So, why do we use oil, huh? Well, benefits of using oil is you can get the heat inside and out at the same time. You can control the heat quite a bit better if you take your time getting it heated up to begin with. You get it stable. And when you set it down in there, it heats all sides. You can also control the level at which you heat, because if you want that to swell out up to there, then you want your oil around up to there. Alright? You don't want it way up here. You don't want it down here. You want it right about where you want it to bend and stop bending. So it heats up, so you can just control all that stuff a whole lot better. And you can do whatever you want. You don't have to do what I did. I built this little pot here just a few minutes ago. Put a little screw hole in it so we could hang it up. But I mean, that's how much oil I have in there. It's up to about right there. So what, 2.5 ounces. See? So not wasting anything. Do as many of them as I want in that range of size. Of course, I could have several sizes, and I'll put a little hole in there so I can hang it up whenever I'm done. Right there was Stubbart drilled that for me a while ago. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys. But we've tried to do that before. I've done that before. Tried to use a propane torch, and you're invariably going to get it too hot. You're going to get too hot on one side. It's not going to bend, very cleanly. It's hard to get it smooth all the way around like that. And then you're going to end up risking a burning. Chances are you're going to burn one side, at least discolor it. If you wipe that one off. Looks like it came off the, looks like it came off the shelf somewhere. Looks like a factory fitting. So, there you go. If you want check back in, I'll show you what everything looks like when I get the sandblaster upgrade finished. Because there she is. And that's what's coming next. That's what we're working on, me and Stubbart.
Hello.
And that one right there, well, I meant to give you the dimensions on that while ago. We built that. I built that years ago for I bought 5 minibuses. Each one had 6 rims, 28. But I wanted something big enough I could put the whole tire and rim in there at one time. 28 by 48. The lower 48 anyway. Then I ordered the gloves and I made my own glass frame and whatever. And that's out of paneling, and I built it so I could take it apart. Each panel, there's 6 panels there. Take it apart and throw it up, when I was done with it. But hell, it's a damn handy. I didn't want to. In fact, I put it on a pair of sawhorses. That's how temperate it was. And I hadn't changed that. The only thing I've done is built this dust collector because that was so sweet. So anyway, we're tinkering around with suction versus pressure feed and all that kind of crap. That's what that stuff is up there. So, because when I build a new metal cabinet, I was thinking about doing suction and, doing the funnel on the bottom. That's why I built that. And I hadn't decided. That thing's so slick. But for changing media real quick, at the bottom of the box, that's why I'm thinking about going suction feed. And I got to set up in that box on the left and some of that Walmart box over there for doing that. All right, cheers.